So let us have a world of ordinary people living life the way God wants us to. And if we have a world of ordinary people, extraordinary.
We're glad to have you again on Moments with Taikins. Good morning, Lagos, Nigeria. We're glad to be on Moments with Taikins this morning, your inspirational program where we encourage you, where we tell meaningful stories, and also where we bring in interesting topics of discussion. And what exactly do we do again? We go out there to source for notable and reputable personalities to come do justice to our talking points. And my name is Taikins. This morning we have an interesting topic which concerns all of us. What topic is this? You don't want to know. When we return, we'll take it up from there. Welcome to Moment of Taikins.
So let us have a world of ordinary people living life the way God wants us to. And if we have a world of ordinary people, extraordinary.
I told you before we went on a short break that we'll be bringing you an interesting topic of concern. You see today's program, I want to learn. They're already rejected. I want to learn from this generation. Our talking point this morning is the new generation. But before I unfold the guest I have at the studio with me, let me quickly run through what I have here. We have, under the new generation, we have baby boomers, and baby boomers start from 1946 to 1964. Under the new generation, under the generations that we have the silent generation from 1925 to 1945. Silent generation, okay? Those are the non-talking type. I don't want to be seen. I don't want to be known. Please. It's okay. Whatever you do, it's okay. Silent generation. And this one comes between 1925 to 1945. Now, the greatest generation. I love this generation. The greatest generation. They are the achievers, the wealthy men and women, women of value, men of value, people who can think outside of the box. These are the greatest generation, 1901 to 1924. We also have the Generation X, from 1965 to 1979. Generation X. I feel that's my generation, you know. I belong to that class. We also have the Millennial Generation, 1980 to 1994. These are the Millennial Generation. We have the Gen Z generation. We have them from 1995 to 2012. Don't forget, we have another one, Gen Alpha. Gen Alpha is between 2013 to 2025. Now, upon all of those generations that I've mentioned or that I've ruled out, there's a striking one I want to learn from this morning on Moments with Taikins. It's a beautiful Thursday morning, and you know, all the hula baloo starts from Monday, and once you start entering Thursday, Friday, you begin to dress down, you begin to do more of interesting things. So today we want to look at the Gen Z. Well, I'm a Gen Z generation. Oh, I'm a Gen Z generation. Oh, no. Oh, Gen Z. Oh, God, Gen Z generation, they are never prepared. For instance, when I came in this morning, I went straight to each and every one of them that I'm having you on Moment with Taikins this morning. Get prepared without telling them. I told the other one, you're going to be with me in heaven on Moment with Taikins this morning. And she said, what are we going to say? So one of the Gen Zs went to prepare, and you know, she was really ready. Then the other one, the moment she came into the studio, that was when she started combing her hair. That, hey ma, do I look good? Gen Z generation. They are already laughing. They are never prepared. I remembered when General Muhammadu Buhari was the president in Nigeria during his reign. He said the Nigerian youths, they are very lazy. The Nigerian youths are not prepared. They are never ready. And everybody came after him. Every of the Gen Z generation came after President Muhammadu Buhari then. What does it mean? Have they provided any employment for us? They went, started saying all manner of negative things about the president. Are they not lazy? The Gen Z generation, are they prepared for the task ahead? For me, I told you earlier that I want to learn this morning on Moment with Taikins. I want them to teach me. Who are the Gen Z generations? What are their attributes? 1995 to 2012. Gen Z generation, class 1 year. Now I want to find out from them. I have 2 of them at the studio. Lydia Ajayi is a reporter here at Opera Tune TV, and we call her Auntie Baby because she's our entertainment reporter. Good morning, Lydia.
Good morning.
I love you. I also have a Mary. Mary loves to befriend her phone. You'll be having production meeting. Mary is busy fiddling with her phone. The Gen Z generation, they are eating, they are sleeping, they're busy fiddling with their phones. Mary is a typical example. So I have with me at the studio on Moment with Taikins, Mary Agiobo. Good morning, Mary.
Good morning.
Hi, Grammy. All right, now let me go to Lydia. I told you earlier that I want to learn. They should teach me. Who is a Gen Z, and what do you guys represent?
Actually, when you told me this morning, remember I told you my age is just Gen Z, but inside me, ní pàtó àgbàlagbà ni mí.
Wá gbà mí. Àgbàlagbà ni ẹ́. So how àgbàlagbà-ish are you?
No. This is my 3rd time on Earth, actually. I was born in the silent age.
Silent age? And the silent age is 1901 to 2024?
No, that's the greatest.
Okay, no. Silent age is 1925 to 1945.
Exactly. 1935, I was born before. Then I went back. My first time was greatest one. That means I'm a woman of virtue. In 1902.
So
that was my first time on Earth. Then I came in silent years. Then now I'm back here again. So people are just, you know, okay, this girl is Gen Z, when you see her. But inside me, gone.
Old school.
Agbalagba ni mi. So
So who is a Gen Z?
Well, a Gen Z, a Gen Z, like you said, is a warrior. Let me put it like that, a warrior. We are warriors of this time. Because there's nothing you want to bring to us that we cannot tackle, we cannot undo. We are warriors. We have the mind, we have the zeal, we have the ojuwatila. We are. I would say we are warriors, and we are the. What will I say again?
You guys are the is it Omble generation. Farouk Shanot Siloud, right? These are the Farouk Shanot Siloud generation. Now, Mary, Lydia says she has been here twice or twice. How many times have you been here?
This is my first time on Earth. This is my first time on Earth, actually, and I'm happy to come to Earth as a Gen Z. Yes, there's a lot of privilege of being a Gen Z.
What are the attributes of a Gen Z?
One thing I love about Gen Z is their authenticity in every. In every aspect there is authenticity in communication, career-wise, education-wise, and social media, to be precise. And in most cases, we don't concentrate on what the society wants us to do. We do what we want to do.
We own it. We own
it. That's one thing. We don't really worry about repercussions sometimes and outcomes.
No, most times you don't worry about repercussions.
Yeah, and
you don't even care if somebody trained you. You don't even care about the parents. Most times, yeah. That's a Gen Z generation.
We are just focused on authenticity, basically in every aspect.
How do you mean authenticity?
We are authentic about our personality, about ourselves. We don't approach things with wanting to do what other people want us to do.
Or what your parents want you to do.
No, not our parents.
Now you guys belong to the generation of I don't care what anybody says about me. I don't care. And that's where we are. That's why we are where we are now. It is what it is.
Yes, it is what it is actually. They are focused on it is what it is. Like if you are in a situation, you can easily get out of it with making your own decision. That's one thing about Gen Z that I love. And also another thing is our education and career mentality. Yes, if you're in a particular career that you don't like, you can easily just switch to something else without feeling like you did anything wrong. I don't know if you get where I'm coming from. Yeah, that's another aspect of it. Then cultural wise too.
Cultural wise,
cultural wise, we are focused on what the society gives us. Yes. We give the society back what the society gives us. I haven't
said anything, no. I'm already feeling like you're feeling guilty.
Yeah, we don't concentrate on what the society wants us to do based on culture. We give what the society gives us, and what we give the society actually benefits from it. Yes, I can say that.
Old school. Addition.
You see this Gen Z, new generation, everything about us is different. About them is different. I will not put myself part of Gen Z. No.
How old are you, Papa?
Mommy, if I tell you my age, you will not believe me.
Tell me.
July, I'll clock 75. In the spiritual realm, in the spiritual realm, I'll clock 75.
Okay, in the physical, let's talk about the physical realm now.
Physical realm, okay. I'm in my 20s, Sha.
Why is it difficult for you to tell me your age?
I'm in my 20s. You want my steez to go down? My steez cannot. Steez really, Jolly. So, that's on period.
Okay.
So, like I was saying, Gen Z, everything about us is different. Actually, our music taste, the latest musicians now, the kind of music, songs they sing and everything is different. And I remember, I remember back then when my friends asked me, Lydia, who's your favorite artist? And I mentioned a particular artist. They just look at me like this.
It's good.
So when they check my phone and they see my music,
But
hey, they will like, Lydia, please take your phone. That's why I said I'm not Gen Z. Because my taste is great generation. Exactly. So our music is our dressing, and I'm even glad that this new set now they are trying to bring back old dressing, old modes of dressing, like the baggy jeans. Some even put on oleku now. I don't know if you've seen them. Oleku and
Olodemeta.
Exactly. Those are the things
Going back to the yesteryear.
They are going back to what the other sets.
Other reasonable generation.
Counterarts. No, not like reasonable generation. The first set of Gen Z. Let me put it like first set of Gen Z. Before they start bringing the old school dressing back, those sets were like, what's this kind of dressing? What's this? What? But now, you will see Gen Z putting on nice Iro and Buba with Adimokoju Soko, Keisale. People get that kind of people, so we are now bringing it back.
You
get.
To add to what she said, our mentality about workspace too, apart from music and dressing, is different. Like I remember when I was working with a friend of mine, she just spent 2 months, and after 2 months she resigned. She said she's not comfortable with the job and she's not happy.
She's not comfortable with the job.
That
she's not comfortable with the job.
She's not comfortable with the job, and she wanted to look for another way of making money. So our workspace mentality and financial habits is different. You find someone doing learning how to make hair. She's working in a bank. She's also a social media influencer. She's an Instagram blogger. She's doing like 10 things at the same time. Another thing about us, our workspace and our financial habits is not the same. It's totally different.
Now let me ask you, Mary. I didn't mean there is no social media. What will this generation? What do you think this generation will look like? What do you think this generation would have become?
Okay, if there was no social media.
Because from the look of everything, you guys cannot think outside of the box. You just want to look at check the social media and abide with whatever you hear on social media without thinking deep, without digging deep. Now let's remove social media from this generation. What do you think would have happened?
Well, I think there would have been something else that would have actually would have been able to make use of, because we are one thing about us is we are very creative and lucrative too. We can easily adjust to any situation we find ourselves in. To be able to survive this past 16 years of we all know to be able to survive it, if we can survive anything without social media, I believe that we can stand strong.
Miss Echo has spoken.
Yeah.
Miss Ecotourism has spoken.
Ecotourism.
Yes, currently as a Miss Ecotourism.
Miss
Ecotourism 2024. Earth Ecotourism 2024.
What does that mean?
Basically the earth. I work on guarding the earth. We are all earth guardians generally, but I work on guarding it and making sure that there are no form of destruction from any aspect of the earth. Most of us are also activists too. You see people doing so many things to encourage people to do the right thing, taking care. You're not supposed.
She already denied Gen Z. You cannot say that. Okay. Defending the hearts. Abby?
Yes, ma.
What does it take? What does it take globally? What does it take to defend the hearts?
We are all earth guardians. I know most of Gen Zs, we are activists already. And we speak up when things are wrong. We see us, we come up.
You remind me of a program, Speak Up!
That's okay. So for us to have even, most of us were part of that protest. You remember? So we speak up.
Which protest, Jerry? So it's okay, really. So I don't understand. You belong to that generation when you spoke up. Speak out.
So if there was no social media, I believe we are strong enough to handle any situation. And of course, we are activists.
You see this activist thing, like I'm an activist, in this generation it's going to cause more harm than good. Because some people are just saying they are activists.
Did you even know the meaning of activist? Who is an activist?
An activist is someone that speaks up for a particular, it could be for women, it could be for children, it could be for health, it could be for any aspect of the society.
Who is Gani Faweyimi? Who is Gani Faweyimi? Who is Gani Faweyimi? Gen Z or Gani Faweyimi? When we return, we need to go on a short break. Who is Gani Faweyimi? Who is Anthony Enahoro? Do you know?
Anthony Enahoro.
Who is he?
I think he's an activist.
Ancient things. Generation Gen Z. We'll be right back.
So let us have a world of ordinary people living life the way God wants us to. And if we have a world of ordinary people, extraordinary.
Gen Z generation is what we're looking at. The generation, the new generation is what we are. Is our talking point on Moment with Taikins. Interesting. Who is Gani Faweyimi? This generation, they don't know. Then we need to go back to history. You see, this Gen Z generation, they want to be like, they want to be an activist, but they don't know. They have a problem with reading. I'm sure you will all agree with me. I asked my own daughter, I would love to do business. Who is Shagari? Hello, sweetheart, who is Shagari? And she said, Shagari, I wept uncontrollably. Because they live in a book environment. They don't read. They go about with their iPhone. Some of us who use Android are old school. But that Android, iPhone that they go about with, what do they do with it? There are several informations on this their iPhone. But you only one you can see. They are activists. Mary Igobo told me now that they are activists. Then who is Gani Faweyimi? Nepa Bamunolo. So we're back now. I'm back on you. Don't you think, Mary, that this generation, this Gen Z generation, are in trouble? Going by all of your attributes. You want to do things yourself. You want to take your own decision. You don't care what people say. You people go around the street, not putting on braziers, not putting on pants. The boys will sag, freedom. You know, freedom, colored hairs, different attitudes. Now, and don't you think, I'm asking you, Mary, I'm not here to castigate you. I just want us to, like I said, I want you guys to teach me, lecture me. Maybe I belong to the old school generation. Yes, I belong to the X generation.
Get together.
Shalafiani. You will not tell me. Don't you think this generation, you guys are not ready to learn? Aren't you in trouble? Isn't this generation in trouble?
Oh, we are not in trouble. Yeah, we are not in. We are still. Yes, we are still teaching. We are very much teachable. We are just against oppression. Against oppression. And
who is oppressing who?
This word of social media now, it's oppression. you have to oppress, so you have to oppress, you have to show your craziness. You cannot make, in this generation, there's a saying that you cannot make it without a little touch of craziness. Really, you have to be a reporter, share that. You have to. There are sometimes I just give myself breaks from social media because of my mental health. You cannot come and be oppressing me. Let me not come and be thinking. You know, we are used to oppressing us. They like, can you come back?
Then go take. So
we are not in trouble. We are just, up there
doing your thing, loving what you're doing.
We are still here for everyone. If you want someone to speak up for you,
you collect what you get.
Just call one girl, come and talk to me about this. You see her, she puts up the camera, she helps you to express herself, and it goes everywhere. There's no trouble. There's no trouble. We are safe. We are all safe. We are safe, ma.
Mommy.
But for the dressing and all those other things, it's not actually everyone. It's not every Gen Z that does that. Some of us are still focused.
Ambassador heads.
Really like this.
Some of us are
protecting the
heads. That's why I said we are very authentic. Because, we are true to ourselves. The ones that dress anyhow, the ones that don't dress anyhow, like me, I'm a Gen Z and I'm very conscious of me now. I look. I come out of my house looking. Not every one of them, but some of them can be very, funny the way they present themselves and try to say it's Gen Z.
What kind of music do you love to listen to?
Well, it depends on the message the music is passing across.
Okay.
I don't really do hip hop. It's only when I attend parties I do that. I love motivational songs. I love gospel music too.
Oh, I'm gospel music.
Yeah, but I'm still a Gen Z. I have that Gen Z part, and it's everywhere. Small touches.
What kind of song music do you love to listen to?
Me, my own music taste. If Gen Z out there, please, I've already removed myself from you before.
What's your music taste like?
KSA. Benny. Ẹni tó lúwa dá lẹ́jọ́ tó lóhùn ògbà tó fapá jọ́nà káwọn òbí tó wà lẹ́jọ́ lọ. Tadam! You know that guitar that always sound after a sound. That's the only enter my brain, enter my head, give me goosebumps. And there's one thing I want to chip in. See, I've been listening to old music and this latest song, and they're saying that this latest Nigerian artist, someone they sing nonsense. And in some of the old songs too, Daddy, you still part of the. It's just that it's class by class, what happened back in the
listen, then Mark for what company, if they didn't explain to you, would you have known the meaning?
I won't say that one.
You couldn't
is not good song. It's not bad song.
No, she's trying to say something.
The song is a good song, but I think it pushes people to Yes. So there are people that use.
Is it that you don't understand that song?
I understand it.
So what does Esherere mean?
It means do good. Everyone will benefit. And all I'm trying to say is the meaning of the song.
Okay.
It doesn't hit authenticity. That's where I'm coming from. Yes, there are people that just use that song to like. I don't know if you get where I'm coming from. People use the song.
I don't understand anymore. If you tell me Esherere is not authentic, then what is authentic? Ma for what come here?
Níbi tọ́mọ ọlọ́mọdé nínú ìfọ́kùnrin jó gbàsíkẹ̀lẹ̀bẹ̀.
But we have our Gen Z. Yeah. Yeah, gospel Gen Z.
Okay.
You see us at City Mall, we just start singing. There's always a stand up for a particular gospel song. The other day I went there to get something and someone just started, our God is an awesome God. So we are still good. There's
So
something.
speaking on these Gen Z
Yes,
gospel
it's so true.
songs now, we are really putting, how will I say it? It's not how will I put it? We are really putting making it something else in church now. Because we are calling ourselves Gen Z. How can we be in church now praising God? You'll be singing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the church. What is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the church? What is that? Because and Gen Z, you're ready to sue me.
Why you
I'm ready to sue you. At the same time, people are not.
I said gospel Gen Z. I didn't say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
When you say Eshelele is not a song that is authentic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No, they actually we're talking about it.
So why did you now say it's not authentic?
It doesn't make people like people that.
It doesn't make people change. The only people that cannot change, that cannot abide by the Eshelele thing, are the Gen Z generation.
And they've even turned the song to memes now. Any small thing, if you just do it, they'll just actually they are singing it as like
doesn't make sense.
A joke, yeah, a joke. That's
So no longer inspirational.
It's not though.
Actually, I remember my dad was one that even called me and told me to stand and he explained the song to me from the beginning to the end. But I'm like, does this push people to be themselves or you
Yes. The kind of music you listen to as a way of telling on you.
Exactly.
You know? If somebody says ma for work on benye ijo ni ko ba mi ijo, is only advising you touch not that area. Dance with me. I will right back moment your Taikins, please stay.
Beléṣe kémi máa ṣàyè bàbá lóko mẹ́ma lè ṣe o kémi máa ṣàyè díjọ ọpẹ́. Mímọ̀ lè ṣe kémi máa ṣàyè díjọ ọpẹ́ o. Beléṣe kémi máa ṣàyè bàbá lóko mẹ́ma lè ṣe o kémi máa ṣàyè díjọ ọpẹ́. Torí pé onígbàngbèbà aláwo ń gbàwó èmi gbẹ́gbà pẹ́ sólú wàhálà òwúrà bí alátìlẹ́yìn ọba tí kì í dojú tì ní mẹ́ma lè ṣe o kémi máa ṣàyè díjọ ọpẹ́. Aláwo ń gbàwó èmi gbẹ́gbà pẹ́ sólú wàhálà òwúrà bí alátìlẹ́yìn ọba tí kì í dojú tì ní mẹ́ma lè ṣe o kémi máa ṣàìjí ijó ọpẹ́. àkúnlẹ̀yàn òun làdáyébá mo délé ayé mo dá ìtọ̀nà òwò òwú kì í là inú rogbó lóko mo já tìyá iṣẹ́ ń yá mi wéréwéré mo já tọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ ó lè dẹ̀ mí lọ́rùn mo já tìtọ̀nà ọ̀pẹ ní sórí èkùrọ́ orí àgó èkùrọ́ orí àgó amóhùnyè kóróró àkọ́kọ́ dáyé ni ó ti jáwé ọlá àṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ dáyé ni ó ti jáwé àtọ́ o kókókó là ń gbọ́ nílé àárọ̀.
ẹni bá wá wò sẹ́jú dàgàn ni.
yóò pẹ́ létí omi.
I'm loving this. Ẹni bá wá wò ṣẹ́jú akọ̀ mi yóò pẹ́ létí omi àti dúró mú mi kànga wọ́ ìyọnu ni àti bẹ̀rẹ̀ mú mi kànga o ìyọnu. That's a beautiful one there, and that's for Lady Ajayi. She says she's not a millennial, she's not a Gen Z. Maybe she belongs to the silent generation. But I have two millennials between 1980 to 1994. I have them with me on Moment with Taikins. I have Miriam, our very own Minister for Information, Opportune TV. Miriam, okay. Welcome on board, darling.
Thank you very much, ma'am. I love to say good morning, ma, but you know, I met you this morning and I saw the beauty in my boss's eye. And they always say that beauty is in the eyes of the beholder, but no, it is in the face of Taikins. Tai Lulu. I'm
a single. Good morning, darling. I also have Shion Alabi. She's my marketer. And also my makeup artist here.
Yes, she makes us look
pretty. All of this pancake that you are seeing on our faces is the work of Shion Adewale Alabi. Good morning, darling.
Good morning, Mark. Thank you very much for having me here.
I don't know. All right, now let's go. Millennia. You've heard from the Gen Z generation.
Yes,
you can see the way they tackled each other. Now, who is a millennial? What are the attributes of millennial? I'm starting with you, darling.
Okay, ma'am.
Miriam.
Okay, ma. Like you rightly said, that people born between the 1980s and 94 are millennials. Yes, we are beautiful souls. We are amazing people. We are the first set of let me say they call us better inventors because we have Zuckerberg and all of those people, you know, come in our generation. But the most discerning thing about us, you know, lies between not speaking up like the Gen Zs will do. We don't speak up, and we do not make good use of our education. Ask me many questions about that. I have my answers, I have my facts, I have my figures, and you would say Gen Z does this, that, blah blah blah, but you know what, millennial does a lot more. You know, we do worse things than Gen Zs, but the shouting habits of Gen Zs will not make you see what the millennial is doing. We created the let me not say the path to destruction for the Gen Zs, because they are watching us. They watch
the path to destruction for the Gen Zs.
Yes, ma'am. I have my fact about that. Because,
how do you mean?
Because most of us, you know, looking at maybe within the millennials, I have a lot of friends that are millennials as I am, and we don't really appreciate ourselves. We see jealousy thrive amidst us. We see that you don't want other people to grow. You force people to do things that they do not want to do ordinarily, and you literally speak an idea that is not originally conceptualized by the person into that very person. Ask me, you have them in the banking sector, you have them in the media industry, and you see just check the difference between the millennials you see work in the banking sector and the ones, the generation Z that works in the banking sector. You see that they make good use of communication, they make good use of the innovations, talk about ICT technology. It's not that Gen Zs are the ones
who is making use of all of this good communication?
Gen Zs
okay.
now, not the millennials. They are even the ones teaching us now. If you see we have more digital marketers come from within Gen Zs than you have it in the millennials.
Okay.
And though we are thriving, we have people celebrate under 40 CEOs. But check the under 40 CEOs. You see that most of them, we have a lot of Gen Zs now fall on that list of under 40 CEOs.
Seun Alabi-Adewole, what's your take on this?
So I'm not going to dispute what she said, but I'll just say not all the millennials falls under what she has just said. There are many of us that this ICT thing started from us. If we didn't start it, there's no how the Gen Zs will take it up. If you understand me, there's no how the Gen Zs will take it up. If we don't start some things like being more industrious, there's no how Gen Zs will take that up as well. They must have looked through some of us that are industrious. They must have understood some of us that are industrious and taking up those
good qualities.
So I would say that my generation usually kind of just sit down, not doing anything. Yes, we invented these things and we're not using it. It's not possible. We must have used it one way or the other for the Gen Zs to see how we use it. And
it's not like, I'm not rightly saying that we don't make use of it, but these people, the Gen Zs that you're talking about, are the ones making good use of these inventions. Yes, they even brought about the old promotion thing. Maybe created or invented by a millennial. No, that does not mean. But they are the one propagating it. They are putting it into good use. Check out our digital marketers.
Okay.
You see that you have Gen Zs. More of Gen Zs manage businesses, not just businesses, or big businesses now. They are the one in charge of the promotions. They are the ones in charge of the media.
How far? Gen, how far? Who is giving birth to? Is it the millennial that gave birth to Alpha or
the Gen Z? The Gen Z to the generation Alpha, and you will see that this generation Alpha will thrive also financially.
Let's go back to the generation Alpha now. The generation Alpha, for me, they strike me as the older generation.
That's where I'm going.
Because most of the things they do now, you don't know. You find them dancing. Then the question is, who taught them? They know when to look at you and say, "I don't want." They give you that look. Like in the olden days, when your parents want to talk to you, they give you the eye. You cannot come in when your parents are talking. When your parents are talking when there's a guest around.
Yes, I love that.
You cannot come in.
Yes.
The kind of look they will give you. I call to you for any work. You are not supposed to come. But this generation, you find them doing it. On Saturday, I came across a younger child, Seun's daughter. The moment she saw me, she walked to me and she looked at me, eyeball to eyeball. Egba I said, "How are you? What's your name?" She mentioned it and she looked at me, eyeball to eyeball. And I said, "How are you?" Then she said, "I'm fine." Like,
okay, according to an Indian research, they said that the generation Alpha is the rebirth kind of generation.
In that case, I'll need to look for my Indian friend to come and tell us about this. Maybe tomorrow or next week, Thursday. Please. I will need to invite her.
Because, in fact, the scientists can't even tell what's their chromosomes or what is betting for us now. They are too sharp.
Intelligence, too sharp. Too old school.
Too old school, yes. Yes.
To old school.
Yeah.
Anyway, now which one is better? Because we need to begin to go. Atifa overall, no. But don't worry.
I prefer Gen Z. That's my take.
You prefer Gen Z?
Yes, but with a touch of, good training, because if you see these Gen Zs are born by some millennials. Millennials give birth to the Gen Zs.
Okay. Have you guys given us extra time? They said they gave us extra time. Thank you. Thank you, my producer. They gave us extra time. Okay, let's go.
So I prefer the Gen Zs. You know why? Because they have it all. The problem with them is,
I don't understand when you say they have it all. What is it they have all? Is it the marketing or the creation?
No, they have the intuition. They have the creativity, but the only thing about them is bad parenting. That's just the
bad parenting.
Yes, bad parenting.
Yes,
and if you look at the omo Gen Z comes from this generation, millennial. Yes.
Not all of them.
Most of them.
Most.
I would say not all of them. Because there's this Yoruba that says, you that you have been trained, you need to train yourself more. Your parents might not give you.
Is that a Yoruba adage? Can you say it the way they said it in Yoruba?
That says, ọmọ tí wọ́n kọ́ ó gbúdọ̀ tún ra ẹ̀kọ́ àzẹ̀nà
tàbá bí
millennial tí ò mọ̀wé.
Millennial tí ò mọ̀wé. Náà wọ́n ṣe fẹ́ transfer ẹ̀. Wọ́n gbọ́ Yorùbá. Gbogbo nǹkan ló mọ̀ ṣe. If you find them in the creative space, you'll be so wow. Like what space? In the creative space. You'll be wowed.
They are not.
Wow.
Almost
26, almost 25, almost 24 ló ṣe nǹkan báyìí. And you'll be so wow.
Many of them, they are pushed to do it.
They are not pushed.
They are pushed to do it. I'll give an instance. See,
let her give us an instance.
I run a business as well. I'm industrious.
Yeah.
It's not because my mom was industrious. It's an
industry.
It's an industry.
So, listen with me today. If your mom wasn't industrious, I'm sure you will never be.
I would be. I won't be because
I take.
You will never be.
No.
Listen. You must be training.
Does not mean that you become a prostitute.
And I train
my parents are not industrious. Does not make you
more.
Not industrious also.
Sweetheart.
Now some parents are not industrious and actually
there's a new adage that says, hold on.
Yes, and there's a Yoruba adage that says, Dr. Shobi Owema, we pay inú kòkò dúdú lẹ̀kọ́ funfun tí ń jáde. Yes, so it could be that I have seen an instance of I don't want to say a public woman, I don't want to use the other word, and she gave birth to
Excuse me, can you come back? When you say a public woman, what kind of a public woman? You are a public person. I am.
But a public kind of woman is maybe a whore or prostitute. I don't want to use
that word is too harsh. They call them there's a word they call them Miami Gen Z.
That's why I said I don't want to mention it. Public service. That is
public service. Civil servant.
No, that's not civil servant. That means she gives her service to every other person or anyone that comes.
Okay, giving your service. Yes. Oh, she has plenty stock
customer.
Okay,
so I have that woman in my area, and you won't believe that this lady that the woman gave birth to is a banker, not just a banker. She's the manager of Dadopemu. As I don't want to.
Don't even go there.
If not, sure you understand what I'm trying to say. She's so calm, so cool, well behaved. You won't even know that this is the person.
I think she identified.
She identified herself.
Yeah, she identified herself, and she understands that. I just shouldn't go without a mom.
Yes. So what I was coming to was that I run a business and I opened a store one time, and there's this woman. She's into fabrics, Ashoke fabrics. She wanted her daughter to learn a skill so that she could support her business, and this child said she's not ready to do any business. Okay, what do you want to do? I just want to stay at home. I want to work with my phone. What kind of business is that? Okay, the woman eventually forced her to come learn this skill
from me. You know what this Gen Z said? My mom is the one wanting me to do this, so
I don't want to
do it. So it's too difficult for me.
But
Gen Z don't like to do anything that will
she has not created for herself a need.
She has not discovered what she knows.
I have a brother. Anything that will stress them.
I have a brother that does the smart work. They call it smart work. If he's smart work, if he's watching something online, they call something online window shopping. The Gen Zs here can know what I'm trying to say.
Online window shopping.
So once you watch their video and you give an assessment or a remark of the product, they pay you. As I mentioned, they pay you in dollars now.
And that's
dollars. That's because they write copies. Most of them now write copies for companies. And do you know what copies means? Writing a copy, even if you are 35 upward, companies will not let you write copies for them. They will tell you no, you don't. You are not
to a professional.
You give it to a Gen Z, not just a professional. A professional Gen Z. Yes, a professional Gen Z or a Gen Z that can use. They call it their own. They use their own. Words in their own parlance. Yes, in their parlance they use it. They use their creative ability, and they use the fact that they have friends and followers. You don't as a Gen Z, if you open your account, one of those days you are grown, all of us on social media.
Beautiful, sweetie. Hold on, this is beautiful. But anytime we talk about Gen Zs, we know they are very creative minded. But we cannot do away. Now, let's take away social media. Let's take away social media from them. Because I asked the Gen Z generation that was on set with me initially, let's take away social media. Let's take away social media. Do you think we will still achieve what we're achieving now with the Gen Z generation?
Yes, ma'am, we will still achieve it. Take a look at the one-day governor. Take a look at people that have enjoyed
the social media.
We are not on the social media space now. This guy actually earned it, having answered questions that people could not answer. You know, the governor posed a question to people, and he answered. We have a lot of them. People winning cowbell, people winning big brands like that. I'm kind of carried away, and you know, people also not just in the media space. Not in the media. I'm saying he's still in the media space. He's not. Now let's take media away. Let's take social media away. Yes, now they're right now. They're right. That is not in the media space. They're right. They're right. Yes. No. They carry out research. They carry out a lot of research on phone. No, not on phone. Has made it. No. They travel. Gen Zs travel a lot now. Check your research. Check people that travels more now. Check travelers more now. Gen Z's
online.
Yes, please. Google
online
it. Yes. No, not online travelers.
See, now if
they travel for research, do you watch latest documentaries?
How many of the
latest documentaries are done by Gen Z's now? People that places that people cannot. No, wait.
Seriously,
places that people do not.
The percentage of those that travel is less.
There are places that people do not explore. All thanks goes to Gen Z for exploring the places. I'm serious. The Google is there for you to search and know what I'm talking about.
Mama.
For me to give the kudos to Gen Z, I'm not a Gen Z, but for me to give kudos to them, that means they are doing a lot.
They're really doing a lot.
They're really doing a lot.
Millennia. I mean, we've moved away from who a millennial is. What are the attributes of millennials? You gave us an insight of what a millennial is. Let's talk more. Let's dwell more on the millennials. Away from the Gen Zs now we've given it to them that yes, so they are not lazy. They are not lazy. They are intelligent. They can still think outside of them. But we have just 2 minutes.
I'm going to go back to what I said, that parenting. No matter how good you are, no matter how creative, no matter how shocked you are as a person, if you do not have a proper and good upbringing, you will fail in the society.
Definitely.
You will fail.
Definitely.
Most of these Gen Zs that are having, let me say, co-attributed to being maybe wrong or negative in a way, are raised mostly or likely raised by millennials. I'm serious. I have my facts. You can Google it now. Èèyàn tó wà ní age of 35 tó celebrate ọmọ 21 years old. We have grandmothers of 40 years old, grandmothers of 38 years old. Maybe I check them on Instagram.
Have you heard of the latest gist? Something that happened.
Check them on Instagram.
Though, that the man and the woman, husband and wife, locked themselves up in the room and they slashed themselves with cutlass.
Yes.
They locked their children.
I don't know millennials.
I want millennials.
They are millennials now.
I want millennials.
ọmọ ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tí èèyàn ò bá lẹ́ni ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wájú ní tẹ̀yìn wò sáré.
Láyé àtijọ́ nìyẹn.
No, I'm just trying to use that away. Maybe like
I think we should change that away. Because ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wájú ní tẹ̀yìn wò sáré.
ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wájú now.
No, they are not wrong ẹ̀ṣins. The ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ẹ̀yìn. Wọ́n sùn sáré ju ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wájú lọ. And making it look like Eshiwaju is not sarring enough.
Eshiwaju is sarring, but the Eshiwaju too should watch the part that is sarring on.
Okay.
That's it. See, I don't know why. I've got this love for Gen Zs. Sincerely speaking.
Because they are doing it.
Yes, they are doing it. And they are giving most of we, the millennials, opportunities to thrive also. I'm serious now. Away from the social media, let's remove social media. They are the ones that will bring jobs for you, and you'll be like, how are you able to get a 20 million naira job? The banks will call their shot and tell you that we need somebody of 25 years old to handle the job.
We need to coast home now.
Yes.
Atin lolly. Show millennial.
Namaste. Go. Mama, Jersey, I love you, Barika.
Anyway, thank you very much, Miriam. Thank you, Shane. Thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed today's program. The program is Moments with Taikins. We will come your way tomorrow, God willing. Taikins is my name. Au revoir. Odabo, odaro.
So let us have a world of ordinary people living life the way God wants us to. And if we have a world of ordinary people, extraordinary